Good evening, folks. Reloading Bench back with you once again. And we are going to do an unboxing. And as you can tell by some of the items on my bench, we are not going to be unboxing for reloading. But the reason I'm doing this on my reloading bench is because, yes, this is espresso related. It's not necessarily about my espresso machine, but it's along the same vein of reloading that in order to do something, in this case, make a good cup of espresso, there are these cool tools you can get to help facilitate that. And I wanted to highlight a couple of my findings on my espresso journey. So if I was to do this all over again with a higher end espresso machine like I did with the Breville, I would get a 58 millimeter machine, or a machine that has a 58 millimeter portafilter, because this Breville that I have uses a 54 millimeter portafilter, which is relatively non-standard. The machine's been out, I want to say like 10 years, and you're just now in the last year or so starting to see that I can tell 54 millimeter options. You know, people that are making stuff, and a lot of it is in the 3D printed space. So, for example, you know, I have my machine, I plug my portafilter in, and it spews coffee grinds everywhere and makes a complete mess. Well, some brilliant person thought of this design, and the top is identical, and that fits into the grinder, and it's essentially a portafilter funnel, and it is spill free, spill proof, and I love this thing. You know, it's I can't see that it would be any better if it was in stainless because of the material mating. So I have no issues with the 3D print in black, and this has been a godsend. This is probably my absolute favorite accessory that I added post espresso machine purchase. Well, then I started looking at, you know, a dosing cup, something to hang underneath the filter, or excuse me, the coffee grinder when the portafilter was, say, setting in the group head. And nobody makes a 54 millimeter dosing cup. So I found on Amazon a little, I don't know, it's not 54 millimeter, maybe 40 something. So it's not a dosing cup, but I use it when I'm doing stuff with beans and measuring. So it's stainless, so it's rather robust, and it was like $6 on Amazon, so that was worth it. And then I found somebody online that actually made a 54 millimeter dosing cup meant for the Breville. So if you're familiar with the Breville, you've got this, you know, you've got this lip that plugs into the grinder that that activates the grinding, and then is held on with the other two components. Well, this particular dosing cup, although it works, the lip itself a little too thin, because I found that, you know, finding the lip is, you know, it doesn't take much to be off on the lip, and there goes all your coffee grinds. Plus, it's rather rough because of the printing and static, and it grabs a lot of coffee. It does the trick. It just doesn't hang very well in the grinder as the portafilter would. So I was watching. There's a guy who does his channel, and I've watched a whole bunch of his stuff with Breville. And he had a dude, one of his subscribers from Singapore, make him, I'm going to guess it was CNC'd out of billet aluminum, the equivalent of a dosing cup. So it doesn't have it's not stainless steel, because you can tell it doesn't have the finish texture of stainless steel. It's more finished, or polished. And based on close-ups of it, it looks like it was a CNC. And everyone was like, "Oh, where did you get that?" And the guy who made it said, "Oh, I made that for the channel, and if you want to buy it from me, I'll make one for you, and it's only $120. And I'm like, "Are you effing kidding me? $120 for a dosing cup for a, you know, $500 machine?" I thought that was absolutely crazy versus like 25, 35 bucks. So I saw this on Crema Coffee Products, or Crema Coffee Pro. I think that's their site, Crema Coffee Pro. But the name of the company is Crema, Jesus, CREMA, Crema Products. And this, yes, it is. Let me hide my specific info. It is Crema Coffee Products. And I saw this around, it was prior to Black Friday. It was something to do with Black Friday where they were giving away a package, and the package was some coffee beans from vendor A, some cups from vendor B, a couple of other items, and then it showed a 54 millimeter dosing cup. And I'm like, whoa, who makes that? And I couldn't, not thinking it was Crema, I couldn't find it. And then I saw on their Instagram page that this was a 2B product. So over the last couple of weeks, they have released this product, and Hoon did an unboxing, so he definitely beat me to it. But I wanted to, see the difference in the lip? Look at that. This is like no lip versus 1/4 inch lip. So I ordered this, and it took about a week to 10 days. And I ordered the steaming handle from Crema, and I'm very happy with that. But if you look at the design, whereas the design of other products just have the 3 tabs, which it works, but this actually tilts out and falls out because you can't really lock that into the slot for grinding. You can push it to activate it, but it comes back out. So without that in there, this really doesn't grab on to the sides, the lips of the holder for the grinder, so it's kind of useless. Whereas this just sets on the tray of wherever I'm putting it, or the table or whatever, and catches grinds. This, on the other hand, has the tab to activate the grinder, but it's got a lip that goes all the way around that you'll be able to set the dosing cup into the grinding setting, into the grinding arms, whatever they're called. I have no idea what their actual name of the thing is called. And I'll show that to you inside, but really quality work. I mean, just beautiful finish. Again, stainless steel. And I'm a fan of stainless steel. And when Hoon did this, and again, very smooth on the inside, so as compared to, you can see actually, I don't know if you can see it, the elements of leftover 3D printing that not so smooth, and it's a doable thing, but at the end of the day, it's not this. And for that dude in Singapore that wanted $120, but that included shipping, that's ridiculous. This was 35 bucks. I think if you caught some of the Black Friday specials, it was free shipping. Otherwise, I think they have a flat fee of $9, so you can pick up the steaming handle and this with one shipping charge of $9. But again, the cool thing, assuming you're dosing with this, that is not coming off. Whereas if you did this, it's just too easy to ride off the lip. There's just not enough lip there. So I'm not sure why whomever made this, maybe that's a suggestion to them, but much bigger lip. That is not, there's no play, or almost no play. This has a little more play. Yeah, just a little finer product, and as it should be, because this was machined and this was printed. So again, no dings on this. This was not a bad product, and this is a lifesaver. So on one sense of the 3D spectrum, I love this and would not be without it. And on another, this just takes the game to another level. And this is why I'm doing this video in the garage on my reloading bench, because this just reminds me of another cool tool that assists in my my quest to make life easier reloading. So this is another cool tool that assists in my quest to make a better cup of espresso or the process more enjoyable. So very cool, and I'll show it in the grinder here shortly. All right, as promised. So here's what I was talking about with this cup. So normally I would have something like that just sitting under there to catch loose grinds, whatever, just to keep things a little bit cleaner. And when I picked this up, I thought, oh, this solves all my problems. Again, I was dealing with the lip, not the best. And in order to activate the grinder, you have to have a tab in. So and you notice how it stretches the ends of these plastic pieces. So once it's in there and you activate, it's fine. But that's what happens. You have a swinging, just a little irritating because there's not enough lip or ledge to catch this. And you could twist it and then you're stretching the plastic a little bit, or at least whatever. And again, just not all there. This one, the new one, the Crema. So no issues. Obviously that goes in the back, activates but once it's done activating, it doesn't fall forward because there's enough of the lip that goes around to catch. So you can actually twist this around, and you'll notice it doesn't stretch out, except when I'm doing the tab, it doesn't stretch out the sides the way this one does. There's just no way to put this in easily without stretching out the sides. So this is a win, and that will be a permanent addition. And the other positive thing is on my dose, same thing. In order to not have to remove this tray, I can just set that under, push the grind button, and everything goes into the cup. So that's a win. That is a win. And we'll end with going on top. Good to go. And that is the end of those.